Hi there, I'm Dee, aka Retired Shenanigans, a happy retiree sharing my love for cooking and a good bargain. And I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to tell you a little bit about myself, so we can get to know each other. I'm just putting up videos and nobody really knows who I am. So this is just a little backstory of me telling you that I love to cook. We're going to be doing tasty recipes. We're going to be finding a lot of bargains in the stores. So simply join me for my journey on this YouTube. See you soon. Welcome back, my friends. We are going to make some ribs today. I'm going to show you how I make these ribs. It's going to end up delicious. Trust me. So right now, I'm opening the package so we can prepare them for seasoning. And when I mean prepare them, I mean we're gonna take them out of the package. We're gonna pull that membrane off the back. As you see, that's what I'm doing right now, trying to grab it and get hold of it so I can pull that membrane off. Starting it is pretty hard, but once you get it started, it starts to come off pretty easy, you know, with everything. The hardest part is starting. But once you get it started, here we go. We're going to get it going. Yes, we will. Because I'm going to eventually, yeah, there I go. I'm getting a paper towel to pull it off. That's going to make it much easier to do. See how it pulls right off with the paper towel? Pulls right off. So we getting it ready for the seasoning. Okay. These are the seasonings that I will be using. I didn't show it, but I cut up the ribs and I prepared them already to just be seasoned. There we go. We're putting them on the table now. So we are going to use complete seasoning. That's some good stuff there. Complete seasoning, right? And then we're going to use some brown sugar bourbon. I love that stuff. As you see, all of it's gone. I put that on everything pretty much, like ribs and steak and pork chops, whatever. It's good. It's some good stuff. And this other one, this buttery steak seasoning, it's new to me. I've never really used it, but I'm gonna try it on these ribs just to see how it come out. And then we're going to use some smoke seasoning. But you can use whatever seasonings you like. Whatever you feel like putting on your ribs when you cook them is what you can use. This is what I use because these are what I like to use. As you see, I forgot one of my favorites, but I'm coming back with it, and it's some smoked paprika. We're gonna put some of that on it, and you see, I got my glove on, cause I'm gonna get ready to mix it all up, get these ribs coated with all that good seasoning, and then we're gonna be ready to put them in the pot for cooking. It takes about 40 minutes to an hour to cook them the way I like them. It can take you longer or it can take you shorter, whichever way you want your ribs. But me, I want to make sure they done. So I cook them long until I think they about to fall off of the bone. Now that we have them all mixed up with all the seasoning in them, really, really mixed up good, we're going to get ready to take them to the pot so we can put them in the pot and cook them. There we go. We got our measuring cup. We're going to put 2 cups of water in this pan, and then we're going to put the ribs in the water. We're going to cover them, bring them to a boil, and let that water boil out before we add any other seasonings to them. Because there's more seasonings that we're going to add to this. So just keep watching until you see what I do. These are the ribs that we are going to put in the water. We're just going to layer them in the pan so they can be covered with the water, and make sure that we can bring them to a nice boil and just watch them cook. Now we're going to cover up the ribs so that they can come to a boil. And we're not going to look in it until the ribs are boiling. And as you see, the ribs are boiling. So we're going to check them to see how much longer they need to cook. We're going to cut the fire down though because it's a little high. And now we're going to stir it up to see how much more juice is in it and how much longer we think it might need to cook. At this point, I'm thinking maybe another 20 minutes or so. But I'm going to taste test the sauce and see if it's seasoned enough before I add the other seasonings to it. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Getting a spoon, gonna taste it, make sure that it is seasoned well enough before, like I said, we add the other seasonings. All right, now we're gonna check these ribs for doneness. Wow, look at them. They look like they done to me. And they look like they so good. So this last stir to get all that seasoning in there. Mm-mm-mm. Look at them ribs. Yep. So these are easy to make. It's not hard to do. You put them in some water, let it boil down, put your seasonings in it, and let that water just cook off it. And then this is what you end up having. This right here. This delicious looking ribs. I also made macaroni and cheese, but my camera wasn't taping at the time. So this is the final plate. Macaroni and cheese and ribs. Thank you for watching.